He's ready. He's ready. He's amazing. To me, a lot of preachers, they take a lot of stuff from him. His name is Bishop Ron Ash. You can look him up on YouTube. His preaching thought process is just a whole other level.
Okay, so what about Andre Harrell should I check out? By the way, I've started my first video.
Cool.
You're on it. You're on it.
Oh my gosh. You don't have me on there. Think about who is old man. Like, I call myself old man because that's how they see. Like, anybody over 30 years old, we all at that point.
Yeah.
Charlie's going, yeah, we know.
You don't get the privileges 18 and up gets, you know? You get cut off at 25. 25 is the limit, man.
Let me tell you something though. The 18 and up crew, the 18-year-olds crew, they don't get the privileges. If you ever look at your magazines now, look at who's on the magazines now. It's still the old artists on the magazines.
Yeah, but who? But we're getting all the media, the internet media. We're killing that, and that's where everybody's at. Everybody's on the Instagram. Everybody's still on Facebook, on the Twitter, all over Twitter.
Yeah, I'm not a Facebook guy. If you ever notice, I never put too many things on Facebook. I'm more Instagram, Twitter, Tumblr. You get on that Tumblr for real.
I mean, I was on Tumblr, but Twitter got me for maybe 2 years straight, and then I was just like, nah, I can't do Twitter. Twitter is just a bunch of drama because people get bored, so they come up with drama. You know what I mean?
Instagram is fun though. I love Instagram. I'm on IG all the time. I love
Yeah, that's where I'm telling you. Look for Bass Grant. All of
we gotta get ready for a call.
He paid $400 or $500 for just so they could wash his Bentley. I'm like, okay, I'm working this business. Yeah, cause I need my pink Barbie house, Larry. My pink Barbie house is on the way.
Oh, hey, listen. See, but you in the whole Barbie thing, call yourself a business. You got that from somebody that's old. Lil Kim started that.
Is that why Nicki mad? Is that why Nicki?
Listen, you can't even give that credit to Nicki Minaj, and Nicki Minaj took her whole style from Lil Kim.
Yep.
But Kim ain't had to get jealous like that. But did you see how Lil Kim was so jealous? She ain't have to do it like that.
No. Lil Kim wasn't jealous. Lil Kim was like, give me my props. Like, don't play me. Like, I can't.
Like you ain't never knew where it came from.
Black Friday, though.
Yeah, she wanted her props.
Oh my God, that record, she demolished Nicki Minaj. She demolished her.
I just felt like it was a little unnecessary. Like, yeah,
you don't never steal nobody.
But yeah, because Nicki Minaj did she created the whores market. So she want her whore props. Give her props. But
I looked at the video and they show everything Nicki Minaj did, even with the pink hair. She got it from Lil Kim, like she stole Lil Kim's old, which I understand because you got to steal the old to become Brooklyn.
Right. Because you can't tell me Beyonce ain't Tina Turner. You can't tell me Beyonce ain't Tina Turner.
She's Tina Turner and Diana Ross put together.
Now you see a bad number jump because you got the best. There was classics right there. You don't beat that right there.
But then again, Nicki Minaj is sort of doing too much. Like, she's coming towards Mariah Carey crazy. She tried Jennifer Lopez. You can't try the classics like that. Like, everybody loves those women.
Here's my thing. You understand something? I called it. I said I only give her a certain amount of time before her music is going to, because her musically, to me, I don't think she should have stuck with what she stuck with before she was Nicki Minaj, quote unquote. When she, before all the craziness, she actually had flow back in the day. But she started talking crazy. It's like, okay, I get it, but it's whack. Like,
yeah, she got too much into the pop area. Like, she just, Lil Wayne used to be good a long time ago, and then he got too skater, too pop.
Lil Wayne was only good, one, when he had Juvie around, because Juvie was gonna keep him grounded. Two, when he had Gilly the Kid right for him. Gilly was the one who was really making his, because when Gilly left him, that's when his lyrical content wasn't that good.
Are you talking about Gilly Jilly, what's his name again?
His name is Jilly the Kid.
They had beef. Why did him and Jilly have beef for so long?
Because Jilly was writing all his records. That wasn't Lil Wayne wasn't coming up with that. He's not that. Come on, man. Like Lil Wayne he's good as an artist, but when you put him against somebody like put him up against let's see who he put him. Heck, I put him up against Jay-Z. He tried that already. Jay even proved that. Like I'm still don't get it twisted. I am the man.
Right.
I am that guy. Like I'm older than you, but I will smash you any given day. You know what I'm saying? So it's like
very true.
He's not. I mean, Lil Wayne is good as far as what was done. I give him credit, but to me, he was at his best when Juvie was around to me. I like Juvie. Juvie was dope, but that time frame is over now. Like I think Lil Wayne and him are phasing out. Even Drake better start producing more records. Because if you keep trying to do the same song over and over again, think it's gonna work, you're gonna fall off. Because Drake, if you notice, he has the same song over.
I mean, everybody already considered Drake as the crybaby of the whole clique. So
he's gonna be out the way. Trust me, Drake only got a little amount of time, and it's gonna be over for Drake.
But people vibe with him. They just get tired of him. Like they vibe with his songs. Like everybody always in their feelings, and they love Drake because Drake is the in your feelings type of guy. If you in your feelings, you better turn on that Drake, cause he's a man.
Here's why people get tired of Drake. Drake has no flavor. Anybody that wears a Dada outfit,
a Dada outfit.
Colors on, like to me, I think Drake should have went to Puffy like Puff. Show me how to dress.
No.
If you ever look at Puff like, so watching Puffy on stage with anybody, Puffy dressed a certain way with him on stage, like when he had Rick Ross, Puffy always has black on. He'll make somebody else wear black and white, or silver, or like it's silver and black, but it's very like fashionable.
Right.
It's like man, he's on stage when we looking crazy. It's not gonna happen.
Right.
You want to rock right because this how Puff came up, and the reason I learned is PJ, my pastor, him and Puff used to intern together at Uptown. That's why I know a lot of stuff that go in the background. He was like they would go to this is funny. They would actually go to Uptown Records, right? And Andre Harrell was like, "What you got on? Why you wearing that? That's not. Dude, you're fired. You don't get the part. You would fire him off of that outfit."
Wow.
Okay. It was very. It's like they were very. That's why Puff is very like fashionable. He's keen on fashion. He's very keen on that because Andre Harrell was like they said. You gotta. If you want to wear a white, if you want to wear Adidas, don't come with a bootleg jersey. Get the real jersey. Get the real thing. You know what I'm saying? Or if you're gonna wear a white T-shirt, wear a white T-shirt. Don't have the U-neck collar. Have the right V-neck and make sure the V-neck ain't too far down. Okay. You got a super V. You got it.
Yeah.
Everything is fashion. It's very fashionable. Don't come in the studio looking crazy.
This is YouTube.
Right. So that's where that came from. Puff is very. Man, Puff, I love Puff. That's why he's on every billboard.
Right.
I love Puff. Puff knows how to dress. You want to know how to dress? Watch Puff. Watch how he puts it together.
No, I honestly, I think if you're a woman and you want to know how to dress, you should watch more of. I would personally say like Kelly Rowland, on her red carpet events. I would say if you're a woman, you're trying to learn how to. Mary J. See. Right. Yeah.
Guess where they learned it from?
Who? No, but who I think he probably did learn it from Puff, but Miguel. You know who Miguel is, right? Miguel, he came to Gainesville. I snuck in the club to see him that night, okay? Oh, we on call? No, it's not till 9.
Hey, listen, I'm gonna tell you something about Miguel. Miguel is a bootleg prince. He sucks.
But it's working right now. It's gonna fade away. But he just came out with that track with Mariah Carey. He ain't going nowhere for just a quiet minute now. Maybe later on he'll fade away.
Listen, if the judge keep jumping on stages and cracking people's heads on stage, he ain't the last one open his business. You can't not jump from one stage and you're not us. You need to stand there. You're right. Miguel really can't sing. I'm gonna be honest with you. He can't sing to me. I've never heard somebody sing flat and sharp at the same time.
Oh my God! Yes, he can.
Are you serious?
Okay, listen to that Mariah Carey featuring Miguel. It's called Beautiful. Listen to it. Tell me he can't sing.
One song I like Miguel on is with him and J. Cole. That's the only record I like with Miguel.
Okay, what about Adorn? Adorn? Or if you listen to his old mixtape, he did a bunch of music, Soul Child old songs. Like he did Without Me. He did Teach Me How to Love. He did like a cover for it. I forgot what else he did. But yeah.
You won't think I'm crazy, and you will be like, Larry, you have lost your mind.
Right.
Personally, the artist that people sleep on the most, they start sleeping on him more because he hasn't been prevalent. I would have mad at you. I would have said it, you guys. I think he was dope.
Wait, who?
Because he had his own lane, but everybody started. Lil Wayne jumped in his lane. Everybody started doing what he was doing. Now Future doing it. I'm like, really?
Wait, who are you talking about? Who are you talking about? Who? Oh my God, T-Pain is he started featuring on everybody's stuff, and it was like his flavor that auto tune just got old. Personally, in my opinion.
But you like Future, right?
No, not really. I think he makes a lot of good club songs, but not like real music, you know.
Auto-tune never got old. It was everybody started doing it. Think about it. Future started doing it.
Yeah.
Lil Wayne started doing it. They took his time.
Okay, yeah, that's true.
It wasn't got old. That was what happened was when Jay-Z did DOA. T-Pain never stuck because Jay-Z wasn't getting that T-Pain.
Right.
Everybody else is trying to follow on with T-Pain. T-Pain had that lane already. Right. No one has no business doing auto-tune. Like, no one should have no business singing. Like, stop it. No, that's not you. But T-Pain
oh.
But I mean, I get Miguel. I'm not a fan of him. I don't like his hair. I don't like him. If I saw him, I would punch him in his face.
Really? Oh my goodness.
You remind me of the Smurfs. You ever see the Smurfs?
Oh my God. You are so mean. You are so mean.
I ain't even talking to Larry. He is through.
He is crazy.
He said, I'm going to punch him in the face.
Oh my God. Yeah.
I'm not talking to Larry.
For real. He done lost the body and everything. It wouldn't be nice. It wouldn't be right. It wouldn't be right. Yeah. Yeah. Why? Oh, Larry, don't hate. Come on, don't hate on him like that. You can't be. Everything about him bothers me.
I don't like him. I don't like him. Like I said, I'm talking about pushing the face. I don't like him. He's horrible. He's a horrible guy.
Larry is so crazy.
When he jumped from that stage and hit that lady in the head, I was the only one cheering. It was like when you watch people ice skate and they fall, you be hoping they gonna fall when they go to flip.
Wow, you're evil. You're evil, Larry.
That is just mean.
That is hilarious, dude.
Oh my goodness.
I'm like, before we
You are crazy.
Okay.
Every single day, trust me, I'm crazy. I'm like, some people want to say, I said. They're like, oh my God, I was thinking that. I'm like, yeah, I said. So my postings on IG, people be like, I've been wanting to say that for a long time. I'm like,
what's your IG? Cause I don't follow you. What's your IG?
It's NULOSOUNDS.
Okay, I got you.
Yeah, Sean saw the one I posted about the praise dance.
Oh, that thing was so funny. I thought them. I said no, he didn't have these old praise dance.
Yeah, but you know, praise dance do me like that, Sean. They do be doing. No, we never. Oh, we never. She didn't do that. She got the girl like holding like she doing the praise dance. I love her. It's hilarious.
You are crazy.
He is so funny. I was like, why is he doing this? This is too funny.
Larry is a mess.
I got choirs like I'll post up something like it'll be a monkey with it look like he's yelling, and I'm like the deacon board be like, I put an old school song, but it's a monkey yelling. It's hilarious. Oh my God.
Do we have a call tonight?
Yeah.
I still don't have, cause are you with the coffee that pays text messages?
No, we don't have that yet.
No, Larry, what are you doing? Hold on, because you need to text this number you need to text coffee that pays, no spaces, no capitals, just coffee that pays to let me find out. To the number 69302. So that's gonna be the.
This is the longest I've ever been on the phone with y'all.
Cause you crazy. That's why.
Cause you crazy. That's why. That's why.
I'm like, something is wrong with him. Seriously.
For real. He just.
She knew what it was when she married me. I can say this.
I'm like,
she knew what it was when she married me.
He's crazy.
Listen, that's my nephew. You think I'm bad? My nephews, they're worse than me, and I train them. They are worse.
Oh my God. I didn't never think you pick at people like that. I'm like, Larry.
Larry is mean.
It's only certain artists I'm mean like that with. I just don't like the deal. I feel like that with Sweat back in the day, but now I appreciate you Sweat because I'm like, now these artists, they are horrible.
Yeah.
When I was like, he had a forever cold. I used to go in on him. I was like, man, every time you see him,
too many text messages.
Now I appreciate
It's Martha's house number they text
down the
you.
road with Ray and 30 years from now, I might appreciate Miguel. I don't know.
Hey, Larry. Do you want me to text you the Millionaire call tonight? It's starting now.
Okay, cool. Text me that.
All right, I'll forward it to you.
All right, we'll talk to y'all later. Love y'all.
Love you.
All right, love you too. Talk to y'all soon. Bye bye.
We'll have another crazy conversation later on, dude.
You know what? Don't call my house no more.
All right.
That's what is text. Oh my goodness, Larry is crazy.
Larry is too crazy. I don't know which one is Meek, because you got too many.
Whichever one they just hung up on is the one send it to.
You got too many numbers.
Whoever just hung up, that's all I can tell you.
Alright. Let me get on this call. I am tripping. Okay. It was, I sent it to the right one. Hustle every day.
Can you please cut that off?
Yeah, how you live? You don't want to be on it? I told you.
You can't have a call or I want to listen to a call.
Why you can't listen to a call?
Because I want it off. I didn't know. You need to have that signed up on. People can sue you for that.
How?
To the Organo Gold.
You can't just take people and they don't know, especially when they're in their pajamas.
You gonna sue me, Mom?
Yeah.
To the Organo Gold International's Millionaire Mentors trading call. Please enter 74266, followed by the pound key to enter the conference. Bienvenido a la llamada de entrenamiento de tu
Millionaire Mentorship call.
focus, complete single-mindedness of focus of going ahead and getting over that $1 billion mark. And so the next 18 months are going to be transformative time period in each one of your lives on this call tonight. Here's what I mean by this. My decision-making process, my reason for getting involved, my reason for making the commitment to go ahead and work this Organo Gold business was because of the clarity of the vision from the leadership of Bernardo Chua, from the leadership of our global master distributor, Shane Moran, from the leadership of our executive vice president, Holton Bubs, that the infrastructure, the framework was being laid, the intention was being set that this company would be over $1 billion a year company in 2014. And I said, okay, well, then I have to take action on that because I've had experience. I've seen it. I've been involved with a company in the past that was at $250 million in sales, and they put that clear intention to get over $1 billion. They were in financial service, put a goal to be credential, and in a 2.5, 3-year period, they got to over $1 billion. I saw people, lives transform. I'm talking about coaches. People were making 18, 20, 22,000 a year, accumulated estates of $20, $30 million. The gentleman of mine was an engineer working at the railroad, making $22,000 a year, accumulated an estate of $70 million. My mentor, the gentleman was a high school football coach, making $12,000 a year, accumulated a $2.7 billion estate. I saw the transformation. A company like famiy, where they went from 450, they started that campaign, lose weight now, ask me how. And they go ahead and get to over $1 billion.
Lose weight now, ask me how.
And so many lives, you see so much success, you saw amazing, the numbers, hundreds, thousands of lives accumulating wealth, being involved in that. And so the decision-making process in terms of the clarity of the vision of where Organo Gold was headed was in terms of making my decision, but I know that my vision has been expanded since even being involved in the company. Because listening to Millionaire mentorship call every single week and hearing our VP of sales, Holton Bubs, get on the last quarter of last year and say, the clarity of vision for him has gotten even clearer. He sees it being a $10 billion a year global brand in terms of the acceptance of what is transpiring as we're entering the global markets and seeing so many other global markets that are getting ready to come on board. And so, it went from, $1 billion, that's what I based my decision on, and now seeing the building of a $10 billion company, and then just a couple weeks ago, I had the Holton Bubs on a training call, and once again the vision was expanded because he brought clarity with, I'm not talking about $10 billion a year global brand. We're talking about just
who's David and Dawn
company in direct sales to get to $10 billion global brand. The vision is much further. It's the multi-tens of billions of dollars of what's going to be built and happen as we spread healthier coffee around the world.
Who is David and Dawn?
So
David and Dawn? Oh, Big David. Okay.
I commend you for being on this call tonight. I really want to commend you for your business acumen, your savvy, to put yourself in this positioning, to place yourself at this time, this historic moment. Very soon we're going to see Australia and New Zealand open, and the excitement, the enthusiasm for people bringing that to that country. It's just incredible what's going to be occurring. We're going to see an acceleration of growth, an acceleration of people building and moving and developing their diamond distributorships. And, your insight, your brilliance to position yourself in front of this in terms of take advantage of the timing. Obviously, when we talk about a $10 billion a year company, then Organo Gold needs you to become diamonds. And the reason I want to commend you is because you got to understand, since over 5-6 years of the company's existence, there's been well over 700,000 people who have signed up, who have joined Organo Gold. But on this Millionaire mentorship call, coming in on a Sunday night, taking their Sunday evening,
build your 50.
I don't know if there's 3,000 people on the call tonight or 4,000.
And you're 100.
There's probably well over 7,000 because we have 7,000 in Atlanta, and obviously the excitement and the the energy coming from that event last week. I know all those people are on this call tonight. But let's say, if there's 7,000 people listening, well, what you've done is you've separated yourself from the masses of average, ordinary people. You understand, over 700,000 people have got signed up, but now you've already put yourself in that 1%. By being on that call tonight, meaning seeking you shall find. You're seeking. Some people, it's not important for them to find out how to become a millionaire. It's more important to them to watch their favorite television show tonight. That's their priority. So you're here. You've positioned yourself. I just want to give you the best that I can in terms of facilitating change and helping you go ahead and very quickly, very professionally build and develop your time in the stewardship and take advantage of the positioning.
Get some publicity, you know?
So, when we talk about how can I train a person in terms of becoming a millionaire,
but when I'm famous, you ain't gonna be complaining.
Those of you on the call, this can happen to
when you go diamond and I go diamond, it ain't gonna matter.
I don't know all your personal history. I don't know what you're bringing to the table.
Nah, it ain't even like that.
Statement like that, I'm not making it.
I look great.
I'm making it over the positioning off of how you
She just, oh man.
how you set yourself up. Obviously, coming to this call tonight, you've got that burning desire. You have a desire.
You got that burning desire?
You're looking to take advantage of this, so you're bringing the right things to the game.
Absolutely.
And so, going in terms of, where you're at now to facilitate you becoming a diamond, to facilitate you becoming a millionaire. What are the things? What are the belief systems? What has to change to make that happen?
What has to change?
You've been an engineer.
What about you? You thinking? Mindset. Stinking thinking.
You've been in the nursing profession. The last 12 years, making $37,000 as a nurse.
Divine intervention. DI.
As a small business owner. To now bring your life experiences in terms of growth of this company, in terms of the phenomenon that's taking place with Organo Gold, and now you're becoming a millionaire through this company, then the point that I want to share with you is that for things to change in your life, you must change. For things to change, you must change. And the change I'm talking about is a mental change. You must develop that millionaire mindset. You see, when you look at our great leadership and you see, Jose Ardone, and he talks with such conviction, such a purpose, and he talks about being bulletproof. And your incredible income of the $3 or $4 million ring income, and you see what's happening, but in terms of becoming a millionaire, in terms of taking advantage of this, he did the mental work. He became a millionaire. He built that attitude, and then the money came to him. Then the success came. Then he attracted the people to his business. Then his business grew. That's the process for each and every one of you. In terms of claiming now, making that decision now, having complete resolve now. I am a millionaire. I have positioned myself. I am going to build to this diamond level. And then doing and affecting the change necessary that's going to attract and draw people, because you're either going to attract leaders to you or you're going to build and develop leaders. They're going to follow your example. So you have to become a leader. There's no way you're going to become $1 million a year earner without becoming a leader. And so when we talk about change, for things to change, you must change. And how do you affect change? How is change affected? Well, there's been so much psychological research on this. Social scientists have done research on that. And the whole thing is about the input that you're placing into your mind on a daily basis. To facilitate change, basically the books you read. That's how come, in our 4 steps, the 18 months. Obviously, coming to a call like this over 18-month commitment, that means there's some 76, 78 times you're going to be hearing millionaires working and training and giving you clues, giving you nuggets help you become a millionaire. You're locked into a thought process that's different than the masses of average and ordinary. The people are so focused on the dramas on TV or the dramas of life, where you have now made that decision where your life is headed, what you're going to accomplish, what you're going to do, what you're going to become, and now you're tied into people guiding you to make that happen. But the books you read, the audio you listen to, and the people you associate with, these are the ways that has been found to facilitate change. And I just, myself, my background, I grew up in South Central Los Angeles. A lot of the negatives you read and hear about gangs, drugs, all that, that was my life experience. And I just made a decision at a very early change that I had to get out of that. I had to win. I had to change. And basically, to me, I had to become a millionaire. To me, I had to become a millionaire or die. That's how I looked at it. It was just because I wanted so badly to change my life, not to live in the circumstances and deal with the things in the environment I was seeing on a daily basis. And just looking at television, it just looked like the lifestyles of people who had wealth was just such a much more fantastic lifestyle that I said I'd do anything to go ahead and make that happen and occur in my life. And not knowing anyone of wealth, what I did is I went to the library and I just read book after book, the autobiographies, the biographies, then the self-help books, then the books on business, and you guys, I've read well over 10,000 books. I don't know how many books and everything, but what I wanted to do tonight is just maybe share with you a couple of the best, maybe give you 10 out of the well over 10,000 books that I've read to go ahead and help facilitate change in your life. That can help you where you're at right now. Go ahead and completely utilize this vehicle, utilize this timing, and move you to that millionaire status. And obviously, the first book that's recommended is Think and Grow Rich. I mean, it starts there, just by Napoleon Hill. What a confirmation that Organo Gold has, a partnership with the Napoleon Hill Foundation for the book Think and Grow Rich. And this is something that I'm quite sure everyone on this call has already read. It's something that I've read over and over and over. I've studied to get those principles. This was a book that really changed my life around. If you're boiling it down to a few sentences, that clear, concise mental picture of what a person wants to accomplish. That's what the common denominator is between the successful people, the millionaires, people who have built the Industrial Revolution. A clear, concise mental picture, so clear that it's in writing, written goals. Putting goals in writing has changed my life. And, as you heard David Emenike say over and over, you get what you picture. You hear Holden Bug say over and over, you get what you picture. Changing those pictures in your mind. So the way we're shaped as human beings, so many of our impressions, so many of the thoughts, so many of the pictures, the voices in our head are the voices that we heard from birth. So as adults, we're carrying those thoughts, those influences from the parents, from the teachers, from the people involved at that time. That's what's shaping. And I was to become a millionaire to go ahead and pay the price to do something outside of the norm, because it's not normal to be a millionaire. It's not normal to build a business like this. It's not. You have to be abnormal. You have to bring different skills, different intensity, different passion. The higher degree, that level. When you hear leaders on a millionaire mentorship call, you hear like a very Monacan on the call. And you're affected by the enthusiasm, the energy coming from her voice. Well, most of you listening tonight, when you listen to that is what you have to emulate. You want to be able to bring that energy, that passion, so that people will be responding to you. That's what's going to lead people. That's how people are going to make a decision. So you're emulating what you're hearing from these different leaders. And, one of the statements that they make in the book Think and Grow Rich that a lot of people aren't comfortable with, they talk about a magnificent obsession. A magnificent obsession. And so many people that's terminology sort of scares them. But you look and listen to the commitments of the leadership. You listen to the people who are winning in this, the people who are making this happen, and you hear that passion, you hear that obsession of doing whatever it takes, the willingness to pay that price, make that happen. Those are principles that you want to be adopting in your journey, your pathway to diamond. And then one of the real keys is the mastermind alliance, and that's what the OG culture allows for each and every one of you to be in alliance with other people of similar thought, of like mind, who have chosen to break away from the masses of average and ordinary, who have chosen to go ahead and live an extraordinary life. And so those associations that you meet in Atlanta, the people who are committed to becoming the diamond, the people now you can partner with it and think about your mentor that you're tied into and locked into that's leading you. These type of alliances, this helps affect change. And so, I mean, that book, Think and Grow Rich, is such an incredible book for life change. When I talk about for things to change, you must change, though, a really great book, just where you can see immediately the type of thought process and the change of millionaires, is a book by T.R. Ecker. T.R. Ecker. It's called Secrets of the Millionaire Mind. And it's just it's a real easy read, and it just goes through different thought processes that millionaires have, how they perceive things different than masses of average, ordinary people. And so you'll be able to see yourself in there, and you can see how you've thought about things in the past, and then a different way of looking at the same situations that we're all presented with in life, in terms of how the millionaire would look at it. And now you can adopt those beliefs, adopt those thought processes, and lead you on to becoming a millionaire. Obviously, those of you new to the industry that have never been involved in direct sales, then you want to get some foundational knowledge about the industry. And so a great book is Your First Year in Network Marketing by Mark Yarnell. This was a six-figure a month income earner in the industry, and it's just a really good foundational basis in terms of the industry and understanding the networking business. And then, I always, having experience with so many people and working and with so many people in so many countries over the years, I find a lot of people have challenges around reading. You hear leaders are readers, but some people, don't really like reading, or that hasn't been part of their life. And so I found very easy books that, people can read and get value from, even people who don't like to read. And a book like that is a book called The Ultimate Secret for Getting Absolutely Everything You Want. The Ultimate Secret for Getting Absolutely Everything You Want. This is a 40-page book by Mike Bernanke. Very easy book to read. Talk about the willingness to do whatever it takes, that willingness. Another book I always recommend for easy read, and this is a book I recommend for parents to share with their children, because that mindset of that change that has to shift to become a millionaire, it gets you the visual picture, that mental picture of the shift. And it's called Rhinoceros Success by Scott Alexander. And a person, they can start seeing that shift that has to occur as they do become bulletproof, like a Jose Ordano, as they develop the tough skin. Because we're all hit with challenges. We're all hit with no's on a daily basis. You're hit with rejection. You're hit with life. You deal with this, deal with that. But that millionaire mindset, these things bounce off because you're so focused on your purpose. You're so focused on your why. So strong that is what pulls and draws you and keeps you moving forward through all the adversity that's occurring in life. And so that mental image of turning into a rhino is just a very easy read, something you can use with your kids as well to help them get into partnership with you on this big change of becoming a millionaire utilizing Organo Gold. And another really easy read book is The Instant Millionaire by Mark Fisher. This is it's written in a novel format, so it's like a very easy read, because it's like reading a story. And Jesus, he taught in parables and stories, and so this is a very incredible story that can help in that process of developing a millionaire mindset. Obviously, a foundational book for what we're talking about here, The Power of Believing, is The Magic of Believing by Claude Bristol. Magic of Believing by Claude Bristol. And because belief is so important, and I'm going to share you a little bit with you on belief before we close out. A couple books. There's a book called As a Man Thinketh by James Allen, or for women, As a Woman Thinketh by Dorothy Hulst, Hulst. Once again, the thought process, and this was written in the early 1900s. For some people, it's a hard read, but I mean, just the mental pictures, the thought process of this change that has to happen is so well articulated in those pages. And a book for some people that's going to be so important because you've done it. You put yourself in the right place at the right time. Your position as this company becomes $1 billion company next year and a multi-billion-dollar company years ahead. But your whole personal development, where you're at as a person, as you're talking and sharing, maybe people are getting turned off. Maybe people are not responding to you in a way that you're building that harmony. You're building that esprit de corps. You're where people are touching and affecting people in a way where they want to partner up and mentor with you. That's something you got to change immediately. And so this is a book that can help in just that people dynamic if you're having challenges in that area. And that's called How to Win Friends and Influence People by Dale Carnegie. This is another classic book, but this is a book that can help you if that's a challenge for you, because you are going to have to become an attractor. You are going to be influencing people. You are going to be sharing with them about setting up and either making a shift in their coffee choice or going in and setting up a business and becoming successful in this business and influencing them to take action. And so those incorporating those type of skills. And in my career, I've been asked so many times to write a book myself and just when you got to put out a book, and I was really planning on doing that. Then I happened to read a book, and really the first 9 chapters of this book is exactly what I would have wrote. And I just want to really share with you something on this, because when I talk about for things to change, you must change. Affecting life change for yourself. This book is written in current language. I know a lot of people have struggles with the language of Think and Grow Rich, written in the 1930s. Well, this is current language, current psychology. It's based off all the latest research in terms of affecting change, and it's just such a powerful, and I highly recommend this. This is a book called Beyond Positive Thinking by Dr. Robert Anthony. Beyond Positive Thinking by Dr. Robert Anthony. The subtitle is A No-Nonsense Formula for Getting the Results That You Want. And so I just want to, read for you just a couple little things from this book, just so you can get an understanding of what we're talking about when we start to call off saying, as you believe, and you're personalizing it as I believe, so shall it be done unto me. This is from the book Beyond Positive Thinking. It says, the only limitation is our mind. The truth is we can have anything we want if we'll give up the belief that we can't have it. Beliefs become limitations. See, all of our experiences have led us to believe certain things about ourselves. Whether these beliefs are true or not really doesn't matter, because if we accept them as truth, then they're true for us. If we speak our word long enough, it becomes a law in the universe. And then in chapter 2, he talks about the truth about you. If you want to take control of your life, it's important that you gain a basic understanding of who you are. Our self-image, which is the picture of ourselves that we hold in our mind, becomes the key to our lives. All our actions, feelings, and behaviors, and even our abilities are consistent with this formed picture. Just a little bit more from that book. In order to experience growth or change, we must learn to alter our level of expectations. So often you hear Senior VP Holton Buzz talk about the expectation, setting the proper expectation. So he says in the book, to change our expectancy level, we must have a strong belief in ourselves and our goals. We must know we can take an idea and make it happen. Everybody else wants to see it before they believe it, but you must believe it before you even see it. As you have more faith in your own power, you will transmit this to others. And that's what you're seeing happening with our leadership. You're seeing our diamond leadership, our blue diamonds, our black diamonds, our power ambassadors. They're because their belief's so strong, how they're affecting other people. Well, that is best for each and every one of you. Becoming a millionaire, becoming a leader in this, your belief has to get that strong, because that's what people is going to follow. That's what people is going to act on. That's how come they're going to join and take action. And so you're going to lead them to that, and that's the changing and the work on your own mentality, your own attitude. The last little quote I'm going to share from this, he says, the most powerful force in the world. Your subconscious will achieve anything you believe to be true for you. Belief is the cornerstone of all the great achievements since the beginning of time. We need to remind ourselves that belief is the master and we become the slaves, and that the belief dictates the actions we take. But we can change our beliefs, and the exciting thing about that is if we change our belief, which is the cause, we also change our experience, which is the effect or the end result. So what we want to do is to reprogram ourselves and set an environment in which our beliefs facilitate us in getting what we want. The tools we use to do this are positive self-talk, statement, and visualization. We learned earlier that our thoughts become reality if we believe those thoughts to be true. We think thousands of thoughts every day, but the ones that influence us are the ones that are tied to emotion. Visualization is the process of taking a thought and keeping it long enough so that our mental picture evokes an emotional response. Keep in mind that thought plus emotion creates conviction, and conviction creates reality. Guys, that's some of the best I can give you in terms of you becoming a millionaire. You taking control of this thought process. But, those are some of the books I can give you. Those are just 10. I mean, I can give you a top 25, I can give you a top 50, but what you want to go to your mentors. If you're working with Andrea Blockley, then basically you want to go talk to her in terms of where I'm at now, what can you recommend to get me to the next stage? What can you recommend to help me in terms of moving on to the diamond level? You're working with a leader like a Bass Brand. I mean, he's got a reference of material. Manuel Bernstein, they've known, they become professionals in this business. So you go to these leaders and say, what can I do to help in this mental change? To help, what can you direct me to that can help facilitate immediate change? And you can get those type of recommendations, because this is where, you're talking about changing your life. You're creating that millionaire mentality. And then it says the audios that you listen to. You guys, that changed for me so much because I stopped listening to music. I stopped watching television. And when I was in that pursuit to become a millionaire, I eliminated all those other distractions, and I tied into people that were helping lead me who I wanted to accomplish and be and do in life. And so, those of you on this phone call, Organo Gold, you have to become a student of the cash cow. Our VP of Sales, Holden Loves. I mean, that's not something you listen to one time. This is how you become you get your MBA. This is how you get your PhD in our profession. You want to become a master of that. You want to understand the tonality he utilizes when he's talking, the psychology behind it. You want to get this down. This is how you become a professional in this industry. So that cash cow tool is such a powerful tool, but you utilize that, you play that over and over to where you're comfortable that you're emulating, you're sharing, you're talking the same type of way, because then you're going to get the same type of results. And then you're utilizing that tool to the people who do want to build in your group, the people who are committed to getting to Sapphire, getting to Ruby, going ahead and making this thing happen, getting them to study that to help them with their professionalism, to help them become an expert in this field. The audios that you listen to, you want to find empowering feedback on a daily basis. You want to switch off the news, switch off maybe some of the music right now over these 18 months, or these months to position yourself to become a millionaire, to go ahead and win financially. You want to go ahead and just put input in, changing that mentality to assure your success. So, you can go to places like YouTube and listen to people like Tony Robbins. Tony Robbins is a coach who is about knowing how to affect change in people. And there's so many things that you can find right there that you can listen to and play to affect change in your life. And you can see where your challenges are and find out his tips and everything and overcoming things like that. I know I'm inspired by Les Brown. Les Brown's incredible to hear that voice of empowerment and everything, having that coming in on a daily basis. People like Jim Rohn, one of the top business mentors around the world, just amazing information. I mentioned T. Harv Eker, his book talking about the change of the millionaire mindset. He's got stuff available there on YouTube. You can listen to that same information. Obviously, you want to be listening to Holton Bugs. I mean, there's so much on there. You can go to www.holtonbugs.com and get philosophies and get information there, but you can go to YouTube, put in Holton Bugs. You can get your 4-step training from Holton Bugs. You can get information in terms of how to win. Obviously, the 2020 plan, the game plan to get you to diamond. All that's already available for each and every one of you. And you're talking about now being mentored by the top income earner in the network marketing field. You're talking about an alliance, a mastermind alliance with a person who's cash flowing in excess of 7 figures a month in the business. You're able to share with people. Man, my senior business partner, Mr. Buzz, you're sharing that in integrity because you know his philosophy. You're sharing his wisdom. You're talking. We're in harmony when we're creating the same goal, this multi-billion-dollar company. So that's there available to each and every one of you. You got Shane Moran, information. There's a piece on him talking about the Ganoderma, and I've listened to that so many times. I've become an expert just in terms of his words, sharing about the power of how the Ganoderma works and what separates us, what makes us different. Listening to that over and over. Those same words you're able to utilize. You're able to become an expert on these type of things. And then when you talk about, though, inspiring yourself, talking about getting yourself in the right framework to go out there and talk to people and share in a way you're going to attract people. You've got a $250,000 ring earner first year, Devon Crump, and you can go on YouTube and look at Take Dominion. And what I love about that Take Dominion is not only do you have the voice, not only do you have the power and the inflection from the words, but then you get the pictures there too. So you're helping create pictures of a better quality of life, things that might excite you, things that might inspire you. This is something that you can start utilizing on a daily basis to empower yourself to go ahead and affect and take action and make a difference in people's lives. You got stuff on there from David Diminite, you become what you think about. Powerful visualization, pictures, information that can motivate, inspire. The types of things that you want to be bringing, the messaging you want to be sharing with other people. These are things you can incorporate yourself. You've got training on there. Marcel Fulcher, that's amazing training. I'm here in Thailand. I've never met Marcel Fulcher. Man, I've got questions about the business. I go look at his training video. It's all there available for each and every one of you. This is the type of support you're getting from this Organo Gold. You have to utilize these things, though. You have to have a single-mindedness of focus. Listen to this. You have to have a single-mindedness of focus that you're going to become an expert. You're going to become a professional. You see, yes, we're talking about becoming a millionaire, but nobody's going to pay you $1 million unless you become a leader. So everything's available for you to learn. It's there for you, but you have to go ahead and do that diligence of getting that information. So you're going to be displaying. This is the things you're going to be sharing, the things you're going to be leading other people to. And obviously, for once again, people who don't like to read, on YouTube, you can listen to audio tapes. You can listen to Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. You can listen to that. You can listen to The Magic of Believing by Claude Briscoe. They got The Strangest Secret by Audio Bill. So all these things are already up there. And then, the empowering associations. This, in terms of the people you associate with, this is where, you want to limit associations from people who are trying to take you away from your goals, from people who are feeding you the failure talk, or it's not going to work, the negatives from those, and you want to increase your associations with your mentor, with the people who are heading in that direction, building diamond with you, with your team members who are committed to pay the price. Build those mastermind alliances. This is the reason that daily coffee break call, what a valuable tool. I'm always in Thailand, halfway around the world, but I've been able to tie in. I listen to every daily coffee break call since I've been involved in this company over a year and a half. I feel like I know people like Stormy Wellington gets on there. People like Solomon Lockman on there Friday, just amazing. I mean, I never met these people, but I'm right there with them because I'm tied into the system. You got tied into that system, that 18-month commitment, the coffee break calls, millionaire mentorship calls, the major events. Man, Atlanta, the emotion, people's lives were affected in Atlanta. I got calls. I'm over in Singapore, halfway around the world. I got calls, people in tears, how they were affected by LG Young, in terms of his story, the price he paid, but his determination because he wanted to win for his son. He wanted to be that example. That touched people. He moved people. You're on this call. You're going to be able to move people. Your story is going to move people. Emmanuel Bernstein sharing his story, sharing his emotion. People are coming, calling me, telling me about that. And I'm not halfway around the world. This touch people, you guys. Las Vegas event, over 20,000 people coming into Vegas. The biggest event in the history of Organo Gold. Are you getting people in that environment? Are you getting people with people in a like mind who want to win, who are excited about life? People who are not threatened about a recession or threatened about terrorism or threatened about, worried about this or worried about that. People are excited about winning. People are excited about creating. Get people in that environment. That's how your business is going to explode. Those mastermind alliances. And so, I know, man, I'm already 30 minutes into the call, and I really talked about what I wanted to share with you in terms of beliefs and some of the things that can affect change. Mr. Buzz, when he asked me to talk on the call, he really wanted me to get in terms of about activity. So, I want to sort of switch gears here and really get to what he wants me to talk about, because when we talk about you becoming a millionaire, life happens to each and every one of us. The no's, the rejections. I mean, I've had so much success in this industry. First person I went to was my brother and told about Organo Gold. He said, no, I don't want to get no coffee business. He knows I made millions of dollars. I'm talking about, man, we're going to make millions. No, my brother. You guys, I got in this business. We were thinking we were going to open up Thailand, and they're going to start an NFR program in Thailand. I did a whole business plan around that. And that was how I was getting started for Millionaire, and found out, hey, Thailand's a kingdom. You can't bring not for resale into this kingdom. They have to have their own marking on the packaging. And so, find that out 10 days into the month. And so now I have to scramble in terms of what I'm going to do. How am I going to get diamond done? I'm committed to get diamond done. That was my commitment going into this. I'm going to make it happen. I listened to the 2020 plan, and 18-month committed 2020 plan. And I'm like, okay, how can we facilitate that? So I just got on the phone and started calling people I knew in the U.S., people I knew in Canada, people I knew in the U.K. But I couldn't go to people from other network marketing organizations where I had leaders and everything. I had to go to friends. I had to go to people outside of my networking influence. But, going ahead and sharing that messaging and basically telling people about the bigness and bringing in 32 people at the gold pack level and working with them, putting out a message, you can get Ruby done. I believe in you can get Ruby done, within this couple-week period. You can make this happen. And, helping some people get the movies, helping people get the sapphires. We did over 200,000 worth of production in that first 30 days. I mean, it was amazing, seeing that. But the challenges, you talk about how did I do that? Well, I was doing 8 to 12 launch calls a day. I was, you say, how can you get in so many? Well, East Coast time, we start some calls in the morning and some West Coast calls in the morning. Then the evening, East Coast, West Coast, Hawaii time, do calls there. And then UK, get some calls for that time period. And I mean, just putting in to expose this to as many people as possible. And you say, well, when do you sleep? And you're doing that all around the clock. Sleeping wasn't a priority. Priority was getting diamond done. Priority was being engaged in the work. Priority was creating. And so, all out massive action. And, for each and every one of you, in terms of where you're at, in terms of taking advantage of this growth of going to this $1 billion company next year. See, you can't control the no's. You can't control the people who quit. Because I've been in that, that first month, my top producing diamond, my top producing ruby that month, that first month we got started, they did over 54,000 as a ruby. Well, they were in Hawaii, they shipped the coffee by UPS. So many people in Hawaii only have P.O. boxes. 7 months down the road, I'm talking to this person about becoming a millionaire, about winning. They knew my track record. They knew my success. They know me for years. And they never made big money before. They made great money the very first one, had success. That person quit because they were concerned about shipping and people couldn't grab and throw in product and stuff like that. I mean, how short life, but people quit. I don't let that bother me. You come on, you have a big vision, you have a big goal. We all go through that. We all go through no's, we all go through rejection. Here are the two things you can control, you guys. Please jot this out. Things you're going to have to take control of for you to become a millionaire. Number one, you're going to have to control your attitude. Attitude is everything. We talk about the power of believing, your belief system. You're going to control on a daily basis this thought process. And number two, you've got to control your activity. That's how you're going to get diamond done. You cannot control who's going to buy coffee from you, who's going to go ahead and become sapphire, who's going to be successful, who's going to become diamond. But you can control the number of people you're exposing to on a daily basis. You can control your work effort to get that message out. You know how empowering this product is. You know how empowering the opportunity is. You can control that type of work effort. And so when we talk about your attitude, it's not what happens to you each day, it's how you choose to react to it. You want to adopt empowering thoughts. You want to get yourself a hero. Get yourself, people, if it's Stormy Wellington, her thought process, if that inspires you, that turns you on. Now, tomorrow you're hit with a challenge. You want to right away go to your mind. How would Stormy Wellington handle that challenge? How would Edward Haynes handle this thing in his life? He's become a multi-millionaire in this. I know how I would usually react to something like this. But, if he's a winner, he's got a different mindset. That's the thought process. That's the empowering belief that you want to indoctrinate, incorporate. How about Barry Kushel? This is a person who's had such tremendous success. He's now made that shift. He saw the same thing that you're seeing in terms of this opportunity and how it can affect and grow. So when you hit with challenges, how would he think about this? How would he handle something like that? Get you a hero to help change that thought process. The daily affirmations in terms of controlling your pictures. Use techniques like canceling negative thoughts. Your regular thought patterns, when that regular thought pattern hits, use a technique, cancel. When you hit that, you immediately get that negative thought, say out loud, cancel. And then replace that with an empowering thought. And replace that with a way, a Jose Ardone would approach a business like this, or to approach life. Or someone, last week you heard Deanna Nelson and Sam B. And you hear their enthusiasm, you hear their conviction, you hear their passion. Then think about, when the negatives happen in like, how did Deanna Nelson handle something like that? How does Sam Bean go ahead and handle a situation like that? You just have to empower yourself. Control your attitude. This is something on a daily basis that you want to take control of to guarantee your success. That's why you're listening to the audios. That's why you're filling your mind with positive thought. That's why you're mentoring and having conversations with other winners. So that mentality, that shit can occur in you. And you're now taking control of your attitude. You're not being like the masses of average, ordinary people, where life happens to somebody, honks at them, and it upsets their day. They have a car accident, or some bad thing happens to you, or they're in an argument with their spouse, and the whole day is ruined. That's average, ordinary. You're going to be that unique type of person that takes control of their thought process. And you're going to replace it with an empowering thought, a thought leading you to where you want to accomplish and what you want to do and where you want to be and what you're creating in your life. You're going to move right away to your why, that driving purpose. So allow these distractions just to roll off your back and you're safe, press to the goal, press to what it is you want to accomplish. And then the activity, you guys. Your activity. It says 4 CJM, step number 3. 4 CJM, you guys, that's part-time work. That's not for the 7,000 people on this call. That's not for you working to become a diamond. That's not for you to become a millionaire. You understand? 4 CJMs, that's part-time work. You get your monthly calendar, you book for 4 CJMs. And you're looking to get 5 qualified prospects there, and as the person's doing that work, we can look to move them to the sapphire level, get them to a believer pin, get them to where we can increase their vision, get them to an Atlanta meeting, get them to a Vegas meeting, where they can get that bigger picture, that bigger goal. Those of you who come to this call tonight, those of you who have that burning desire to become a millionaire, those of you who like transformation, the work ethic. The work is about massive exposure. You've got the examples. Heard while Black Diamond Raw Moon, nothing much. The Black Diamond. Black Diamond's over $1 million a month in production. What do you do? 4 CJM a day. 4 CJM a day. That was his work ethic. And committed on every day. That's how he got that done. Massive exposures. You heard Jose Organo, one of the most successful people in the network marketing industry. There's some 60, 70 million people around the world in this industry. He's up in the top 10 in earnings in it. So what was the work ethic? 4 CJMs a day. You hear the success story. Demond Crump, 28 days to diamond. But listen to him on YouTube. He said when he heard the work, he understood what it was he needed to do to position himself to succeed. Because he understood to separate himself from the masses of average ordinary. Most people are lazy. Most people are not willing to do the work. When he said, I'm going to do the work, he's doing 12, 15 CJM a week. I get the diamond in 30 days. 10, 12 phone calls a day. And one week I go and fly to Hawaii and do CJM. I'm doing 1 CJM after another, and then going in the other room doing launch calls for the East Coast and for the UK around the CJMs happening in the house. Massive exposure. Guys, your work effort. You take control of this. You can make that decision tonight. Upon finishing this call, that you're going to approach this with a new intensity. You're going to approach this with a new work ethic. You can go to your monthly calendar right away. Book your CJMs now. You're going to get creative getting in your CJM. They don't just have to be in the evening. You can get 4, 5, 6 people together before work. Hey, I'm bringing the coffee. You can bring the rolls and donuts and stuff like that. You bring your laptop. You show coffee that pays. Boom, you can get yourself a CJM before work. You can get some of the businesses there, get people together for lunch. You're bringing coffee. Let them see the coffee that pays, CBD. Get in at lunch CJM. After work, get some people together. Get in one there. You can go to CJM at 6 o'clock in the evening, 1 at 8 o'clock. Get creative. But this is the work, you guys. That's how you're going to guarantee your success. Because you don't know who's going to take action or not. You don't know who's going to buy coffee or not. You don't know who's going to sign up or not. But you know the numbers work. If you're exposing this to enough people, if you're getting out from enough people, just sharing some excitement and passion and exposing a large numbers of people, you guys, look at the work ethic of the diamond leadership. You know, I love on these calls, we've heard several times, Edwin Hartley. And I love because he's coming from, you know, that perspective, more of an analytical type of perspective. I mean, you hear the excitement and enthusiasm, but, you know, when you can hear a voice of someone who knows the number, of a business person, and just seeing that by paying the price, following the system, committing to the 4 steps, and then getting the results. That's a model each and every one of you can follow. That's the change that's going to happen. Christian Steinkeller has become one of the top income earners in all of Europe. He has a philosophy as they're bringing people on board, massive exposures, bring people on board, you know, dual team qualified immediately. Not in that first week. No, get your, you know, you put your list of names together with the first 10, let's invite them together tonight or tomorrow night. Let's get your 2 in the first 24 hours. No later than 48 hours. That's how they're having this type of success. You can incorporate that type of work ethic. That's a decision that you have to make to resolve to do the work, to massive exposures. It's so simple. I love what Sullivan Rothman said after Atlanta meeting on Tuesday. You got a coffee break call, and you know we say it's easy and simple as coffee. He said, look, the answers are simple as easy as 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. I mean, there's nothing you're gonna hear any different. We're all committed to 4 steps. We're all the system is in place. You follow the system, but if you're gonna win, you have to expose the large numbers. You have to get in front of large numbers of people. 1, 2, 3 from Solomon Rothman. Number 1. Collect decisions. That's what you're going to be doing every day, collecting decisions. You hand out samples, you call people next day you want a decision, they want to buy 1 box of coffee or 2. You want to sell coffee. Obviously, you got to have your case of coffee. You're moving through coffee inventory on a daily basis. Every day you run into situations to hand out samples, so you have to have coffee. You know, those of you on this call tonight that want to become millionaires, want to become diamond, this is June 2nd. And, you know, you have to put in your case order. You're talking about an investment to assure your success in the business. This is how you're going to get to Sapphire. This is how you're going to get to Ruby. This is how you're going to become a diamond. You see, you have the case, you're handing out the samples, you're in the white zone, and now you follow up with people, and, you know, as you're doing your sampling, there's 20 of them buy 1 box. Well, you've got 30 in the case, 20 of them buy 1 box, $35 a box, you've already couped back $700. So you made $190, you go buy another case and reinvest it for your CJMs and for your other sampling, and to have the product to hand to your new people, because you got to get a black latte in your hand. You have to have the coffee to facilitate your business. Put that case order in tonight. Make that decision to get Sapphire done tonight. Make that decision to take massive action tonight. So he says 1, 2, 3, done, collecting decisions. We want to buy coffee. You know, you want to get wholesale or retail? You want to start, you know, silver, bronze, gold? Collect decisions. The cash flow, it gives you the technique, it gives you the verbiage, it gives you the wording on how to do that. That's how you become a professional by helping people do that decision-making process. Step number 2, get enrolled in the 4-step system. You know, that's the proper ownership. Putting that list together. Your CJLs and tying into 18. Continually having everyone coming in tie into that 4-step system. And then number 3, it's simple 1, 2, 3, just like Christian Steinkeller said, get people dual team qualified. That's where you're going to have retention, where you're going to be able to go ahead and have people being able to qualify for the weekly check, and now they're there for the long range. That's how you're going to be able to get the masses and continue to have people long term. Our business is so simple. Business model is so simple, but for you to become a millionaire in this, you have to make that decision to control your attitude on a daily basis, you guys. Control the input, the things you're listening to, the people you're associating with on a daily basis. Control that. Control your activity. Get in your CJM, get that weekly meeting, massive exposure, launch calls, one-on-one. It's the more people you're exposed to, that's how you're going to have success. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm talking to you about becoming a millionaire. And I want you to know, in the words of Les Brown, you have greatness in you. I want you to hear that. You have greatness in you. How do those words make you feel? Do you have that self-image? Does you have that voice in mind? Oh, he's not talking to me. I know when you guys go to a meeting and you meet someone like Sam Bean or you meet someone like Stephen Ron Martin or Jared Wilkins or Craig Hill and you're so impressed with their passion. You're so impressed with their conviction. And so you say, man, you have greatness and you've affected my life. And you shower them with those compliments. I'm saying to you, you have greatness in you. You are going to have the same effect in other people's lives. You're going to be the one touching lives. I love what Jared Wilkins says over and over. Hard work, dedication, hard work, dedication, hard work, dedication. You understand your example, your decision tonight, your resolve tonight. And I was going to play for you a little clip by Jim Rohn. I had a 3-minute clip, but I'm already at the hour, so I'm not going to play it, talking about resolve. But what Jim Rohn says in this clip, he says, that attitude, that spirit, that conviction, I'm going to do it or not. It's the belief system. People will fall. Now you're going somewhere. Now you're a committed individual. Now you're not like the masses. And that can affect other people. You have greatness in you. You hear, Marion Noe doing those calls every Wednesday. And just inspiring people, touching lives. You're going to do the same thing for people. You understand what you've got here? You've got the elixir of life. You've got a thing that's going to make such a difference in people's health. This is what you're bringing to the world. You're in partnership with Bernard Chua, bringing this to the world. You're in partnership with Shane Moran, bringing this to the world. You're in partnership with Holton Bugs. For this to be a $10 billion, perhaps something $10 billion, you understand? That means over 4,000 of the people listening on this call tonight have to get the diamond. It has to happen. That's the only way we get to $10 billion. We need you to step up in leadership. We need your best. We need you to be the one that's going to lead other people to financial independence. I hear so much love, so much appreciation to Bernardo Chua, to Shane Moran, to Holton Bugs. I'm going to challenge you. I'm going to challenge you. Don't just say the word, show them your love. Appreciation. By your actions. By your activity. You go get Sapphire done this month. You go get Ruby done this month. You go get Diamond done this year. You go do the activity, the work. If you commit to do the work, that shows your appreciation. That, Hope Bugs Dream affecting $100 million lives around the world, that can only happen from your decisions. That's how it's going to transpire. Show your appreciation by your actions. So you guys, I'm bringing this to a close here. I just hope, as I said, I just want to sort of share with you the best that I have. Some of the best books that affected change in my life. To keep it down to the common denominator. This thing is so simple and easy. You got a 4-step system. It's like with McDonald's, they're franchising. They already did the work. And so now people buy it and they know the profits that you're going to get. You've already got the system. It's a simple system, 4 steps. As Suleiman Rockman says, simple is 1, 2, 3. So it's your commitment of doing the work, the activity, and on a daily basis, controlling your attitude and claiming it now. Claiming now I'm a millionaire. Claiming now that you're seeing yourself that you're going to lead other people. You're going to lead them to the elixir of life. You're going to lead them to financial independence through this vehicle. So, you guys are sort of with me on this, that you've already done the hard work. You've had the business acumen, the savvy. You've got the intelligence to position yourself in the right place at the right time. You've done that. By being here tonight, you've separated yourself. Hundreds of thousands of people join Organo Gold. You're one of the ones that are here tonight. You get millionaire training. So you're in the right vehicle. You've got mentorship, people committed to your success. People who were in alignment to make a difference, make a contribution around the world. Who can help people through a cup of coffee. It's such an amazing thing that we're involved in here. And you're there. You make that decision, you make that resolve to, as of tonight, that you're going to control your attitude on a daily basis. You're going to not allow life to happen to you and get you off track. You're going to control your thoughts. You're going to put in an empowering thought. You're going to think like a Luis Ventura. You're going to think like a John Stature. You're going to think like a winner. And you're going to incorporate that thought process so you can lead other people to success. So you made that resolve. You made that decision. By any means necessary, you're going to do the work, the massive exposure. You know if you expose it to enough people, other people are going to learn to taste the coffee, they're going to buy coffee. Other people are going to see the opportunity, you're going to come on board, and you'll have other people building and growing. So we know you have positioned yourself for success. So if you're with me on this, if you're with me on that, then I'm going to leave you with the words of Winston Churchill, and those words are, for everything that you've incorporated right now, just never, 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 I say never, never quit.
How was it? Yeah. He hung up right after that. It was done. We gotta go over 3 things. Okay. Alright. Number 1, what are you thankful for? One thing. Because we can go forever. So we gotta choose one for right now. One thing that I'm thankful for. Hold on, I'm not done yet. Okay. You gotta choose number 1, one thing you're thankful for. Number 2, what's your goal this week? This upcoming week, since it's Sunday. Number 3, you gotta answer, what are you gonna do to change right now? Like, as of, what is one thing you're going to do to change? So one thing you're thankful for, what is your plan this week, and what's one thing you're gonna change? So we can start from the left to the right. Alright, since nobody's going, I'll go. I'm thankful for my church home. Thankful for Pastor Ken. I'm going to expose. I'm getting my dual team this week. Got to. I'm going to expose until I get my dual team. And what did I say? What's going to do to change? Oh, what I'm going to do to change? I'm going to stay positive. I don't care. Because it's that serious. Like I say, I don't care. I'm gonna stay positive. I have a bad attitude problem. I'm gonna stay positive no matter what. Nobody's gonna get under my skin because I can only be offended by who I let offend me. Stay positive all week, and then hopefully next week I can stay the same. But I might gotta get a punching bag or something. I don't know. Okay, what's yours?
I am so happy and so grateful for my life right now. My plan this week is to move at least 15 boxes of coffee at wholesale and recruit at least 2 people. And my change is to start practicing speaking in public and get my plan for tryouts together.
Okay. When is your tryout?
Nothing is too early.
But you need to start practicing.
Right. I lay that out and actually start practicing.
You gotta start speaking. Yeah. Speaking in front of people.
Yeah, so Teddy and Bear work.
Teddy and Bear. I'll be here. Johnny?
I'm thankful that we hit a goal that at the church. Looking forward to
that we what?
Hit the goal.
For the
so we got 100,000.
Well, we got 90,000, but
it's pretty low.
That was just
oh my gosh, we got it. We got the Dream Center. I left. I mean, I'm sorry. I had stuff. I was tired, but we hit it.
Yeah, I was just noticing that, every now and then. But that's what I'm thankful for, is that to actually have a tear come to my eye today, because just to see how God moved just by having vision, having faith. One thing I'm going to change.
What's your plan this week?
My plan for this week.
And then what you're going to change?
Oh, okay. My plan this week is to, I'm going to try to sell a half a case of coffee this week at the wholesale.
When you say wholesale, do you mean $17 or $20?
To move on to another case.
I want to try to move the fifth case, about $17.
So the goal is flip case.
Okay. So
that's
even
our goal.
okay, because I'm doing my trying to exposure thing, so I'm selling it at 20. 20 is even. Give me a $20 bill, But yeah, okay.
I'm gonna try that, because if I have to ship it. But that's what I'm gonna try to do this week. If I can get the whole case, but I'm gonna try to push for at least half a case this week.
So half a case is 15 boxes. Okay.
And also, what I'm going to change is I'm changing my lifestyle to not only work the business, but to spend more time with the most important thing in my life. And that's my wife.
Oh, all right.
Yeah. I will. So, but yeah, that's my goal. And also to work with other distributors to help them get their deal too.
Okay. Now we're gonna do some friendly criticism, because nobody can criticize you like your family. So y'all open to criticize me, but I'm gonna start because I like to start first. Okay, Mom. A long time ago, you said you would work on not speaking over people, and you still tend to do it. Not that it's a negative thing, because you do know more than the people that you're speaking over. But sometimes you speak over people, and you should just, let them say something, then you say something, because then it's just a bunch of mumbo jumbo, and you don't really know what you're saying. I'll be forgetting, and people can kind of get offended by the way that you talk over people. So it's not like a bad thing, because a lot of the times I have to listen to what you say, because you're right 99.9% of the time. I leave that 0.01% out because you be wrong sometimes. But I'm just saying.
A little point you get, but the mother is actually. Yeah, you're right. I received that criticism. I own that, and I will work very hard to change that. I am open. I am accepting and desiring change in that area.
Okay, Johnny, you talk too much. You be hustling, but you talk too much. You talk too much. I be like, you gotta be respect, like Bass Grant said. You gotta respect other people's time. You talk too much. You be saying some good stuff. You just talk and talk, and I be like, oh God, when is it gonna end? When is it gonna end? Oh my gosh. So that's it. That's all I had to say.
My beautiful buttercup.
What's up?
You're mean.
Okay. I receive not to be mean.
And you need to be nice to people because you're blessed and you should be blessed to be a blessing. Okay. That's the reason why God blesses you.
Okay. So that's about it. You know, I learned something today. Not to reject what you're saying because I receive that I receive what I am and I receive to be better. I learned something watching the Moses Code. You know, if you're a snotty bee, if you're mean, if you're whatever, you gotta accept that. You gotta, cause I mean, it is what it is. You gotta accept that. Like, you know, you don't take no mess. And half the time, I don't want to be bothered. But I accept that about me, but I receive to be better because of my profession, obviously. But I totally receive that. Totally receive. Mhm.
Wow.
Wow.
No, I get to go for you. I'm trying to figure out a nice way to say.
No, you gotta say it. You gotta be real.
Be nice.
You can't. I mean, don't be.
And I think part of what I have to say about him is because of you. Okay. Because I have a tendency to talk over you and prove my rightness. You have a tendency to try to prove me wrong, and I'm only saying things what I think in my mind in love, but you may not be receiving it that way. So it's like if I say something, it's in order for you to be better, but because of how I deliver it, it may not come off that way. So in that, it's just learning to communicate and work well together. But sometimes I feel like you feel like I'm trying to be right and you're trying to prove me wrong, and you kind of don't get the point.
So you're both receiving.
Can I respond to that?
Sure.
It's not that. Is what it is that I feel like instead of trying to read my mind or finish my sentence as they come out, I try to watch what I say because I understand my words do have power. In other words, I wish not to speak mean to anyone, but at the same time, when you're trying to predict what I'm going to say, I just feel like at least let me come out with it before you try to answer the question because it makes me feel like, okay, you're hurt. And in respect to that, then you give me a proper response. But when you try to give me a proper response, but you're not understanding what I'm trying to say. And that's where the clashes come in because you may take my comment in the wrong way, and I didn't mean that way. And I think that's where we have communication. Because at least let me come out and finish what I say before you try to answer it. And then you get your own perception of what I was trying to ask. And then it makes you upset because finished my sentence, answering my sentence with the wrong answer because I may not have meant it that way. I say tomato.
Have to disagree with that to a certain
tomato.
I'm just saying I have to disagree because I can't argue with myself. So if I'm saying the question and I'm answering the question, I'm gonna agree with myself. So if you're saying I'm finishing your sentence, I'm answering that question. You can't fight with yourself. It takes two people to have miscommunication. So you're coming out with something that will get into a disagreement.
Right, and the thing is, which you're right, but in this case here, I'm just saying is I feel like if you allow me to come out and finish what I have to say, and then you respond back to me, then I felt like, okay, maybe you understood what I meant. If you didn't, then that leaves a space where you can just say, well, baby, I don't understand what you mean by the question. Then allow me to rephrase the question so you can get the understanding what I'm trying to get out.
Well, see, for me, it's like I feel like you're indecisive. What you're saying, you'll say A, E, I, and O. And I'm like, okay, which one is your answer? Right. Then either it's going to be your first answer, your second answer, and your third answer. But they're all three different, so I don't really know which one it is.
Right. And if you don't, then that's what I'm saying. That's where it loses the hope when you can say, well, maybe only ask me. But the thing is that I try not to say anything out of the way to make you upset. That's what I'm saying.
Well, if that's not how you need to communicate with me, then why would you do that? I'm not sensitive at all.
But to me, gentle as.
I just say if I'm not being seen, and I'd rather you answer me in a way I can understand. I don't need three different answers to you think I need the real answer, whether it hurts my feelings or not. I just need the real.
But you do that too.
I do it.
Well, I mean, you do that sometimes too.
What do you mean?
You will answer the question, and then you give me 4 scenarios behind.
I answer the same when I give you different scenarios because it's as if every time I answer you don't get it. So we go through the same situation over and over again because it's like, okay, evidently he didn't understand the first way I said, maybe he'll understand the second way. But I'm saying the same thing, just 3 different ways. Hopefully one of those ways you'll get it. I didn't give you 3 different answers. I gave you 3 different scenarios of the same thing.
That's what I just said.
No, but that's different. You give me 3 different answers, they got nothing to do with each other. So I don't know which one you mean.
So, in all, Johnny, you have to receive what she's saying.
Yeah.
You have to just receive it.
Yeah, because it's like, I don't know which of your answers is truthful. Do you mean it? Are you just talking?
Right.
Do you just need to pacify? My mom. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah.
Because all 3 of them different.
Because I got a horrible attitude. And
I didn't say you had a horrible attitude. I just say you're mean.
I'm mean, okay? And I received that. So you have to receive that you can be indecisive. You just have to I receive, I'm indecisive. I receive, I will be better. We have to all go through this process. She received that she could be mean too, and she could talk over people, which is also rude.
So I received that I can be indecisive. Mm-hmm. And I'll work on that to just cover one answer. Mm-hmm. Direct.
That works. The direct approach.
Now it's your turn.
I'm simple. I learned something about myself. I guess what really hurts me is where I used to be. I mean, I wasn't the worst person in the world, but I was a bad individual. Charlie, it was surprising when you asked me last night.
Okay. Last night I asked him if he wanted his face board printed, and I offered to have the pictures printed for him because I did it for me and I did the same thing for my mother. But he hadn't came up with anything. But I asked him if he would, because if he wanted it printed or not. I usually don't talk to this man, so he's a little shocked that I asked him. But I'm working on self development, which we all are. So that's why I asked him.
And he said,
I said, well, the only role model I got is
Jesus. He's like, I ain't got no role model but Jesus.
That was funny. That was funny. I just want to thank Jesus. Like that.
But no, I mean, when you wasn't talking to me, it really hurt on the inside. Because I'm the type of person, I love people. I try to get along with everybody. But, right here in the household, when we pass each other, I know sometimes I do speak too much. Hey, how you doing? Or, all right, I'll say something like that. Just the way I am, just like, but basically, it really hurt, and it bothered me a lot. It really did. And it got to the point I really sometimes I just didn't feel like I could. And I intentionally stayed out of the way than usual. So when we went to work, I was like, that's cool. I'm very proud of what you're doing. I'm still proud today of all the things that you accomplished. And to love someone like that, love you like my own daughter, but to me, you are. And then, you know, giving you your space, respect, and everything else. We didn't talk to me. It really hurt it. So I began to fall in the mode, okay, if she don't want to talk to me, it's cool. And I'll just work around that. But at the same time, I said, babe, and your mom will tell you that it bothers me a lot. You know, I'll do whatever I gotta do to help you, whatever you need. And I just saw myself as being supposed to be a people person to help. I saw myself backing away. I mean, back away from you. Um, but then when you get around other people, it was all joy and lovely. In my eyesight, I'm like, okay, that's not the real child that I see. And then I see another child with other people. So it was just miscommunication. So I didn't understand what I did, but whatever I did, I just wanted to apologize to make it right. You know, I just don't believe in, you guys are the only family I have in this town, basically. You know, we live together, and just to walk around like we're strangers, it just hurted me a lot. You know, but I dealt with it, and I was just hanging there. So one day she will forgive me. You know, so other than that, I mean, when you spoke to me, it was like somebody
Christmas?
took 100 pounds off my back.
Was it like Christmas?
Yeah, something like that. So I'm still hoping New Year's is coming. So, but basically that was about it. Let's see now, Sean.
We haven't time yet.
No.
How long we took? Okay. Well, stay tuned for the show tomorrow. Same bat time, same bat show.
Well, see, Charlie did point out something. Is that you do overtalk.
I accept that.
And again, one thing I don't want, because you are the most important person in my life, and I try to watch what I say because I don't want to say anything wrong to you or misconstrue what I may have been trying to say or whatever. So that was the key thing. I just try to watch what I say, but to me, sometimes when you're answering my question, make me feel like you're not listening. And I'm like, okay, then that's when I just shut off. Okay, whatever. And then it causes. So to me, you're not really getting the true answer that I wanted to give to you. But because you're over talking me, I just feel like, okay, you do what you come up with your own conclusion, it's fine. And I didn't know how to deal with that. All I know is that, you guys were laughing and joking. I'm like, man, I felt like the third wheel. Like, you guys were on a date, and I was just in the way. I was a kid hanging out with y'all. I'm just a people person. I love people. And, I just, basically, that's just the way I am. And, but I learned some stuff about myself. Because I learned that trying to make other people happy, and I wasn't doing anything for me to make me happy. And I saw that about myself this week. My why is for, my family. That's what my why should be for me too. Like I said, I'm very simple. You give me Kool-Aid, peanut butter jelly sandwich or something like that, I'm good. I don't need a lot of big things. I'm just so simple. I love beautiful things, but you guys mean a lot to me. And when you wasn't talking to me, and when you and I began to disagree on things, I really, again, I was kind of like stayed away for a while. And I started just hanging out a little bit more and just trying to find myself to see what I did wrong, to see why I'm not fitting in this family. So I refuse to argue. That's the thing. I just refuse that. I've done enough of that in my whole lifetime, and I love you guys enough to. I love just put my time and just continue to love you guys, and just deal with it. And, just pray and ask God, just touch our hearts. That we be the family that I know that we are. So that's it for me. That's it.
Okay. So ultimately, it's just a bunch of receiving we all have to do. Like, we all have to accept the personality we have and acknowledge that we have these qualities that don't necessarily match each other. Do better. Do better.